W's and L's, a weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. I'm going first. And of course, we're a little late, but let's give a dub to all the mothers for Mother's Day. I don't see any mothers in the chat right now.
Yeah.
But shout out to all the mothers. If you're watching on replay, shout out to you. You deserve it. Hopefully you had a great Mother's Day.
Sure. Happy Mother's Day.
And that is my one and only dub. All right. I'm giving an L to a group of people. Funny enough that I just gave that dub. A group of people who don't understand how to learn from other people's mistakes. Freddie Gibbs has had an interesting run of baby mothers who he'll go from one light-skinned chick and then she'll tell her story about how he was mad abusive and not there for the kid when it came time to have the kid, even though he love bombed the shit out of her when they were in the relationship. And then, oh, here he is with a new light-skinned girl. And then she goes through the exact same story. And it's just like, how do y'all not learn from the baby mother before?
Why y'all
like
keep
at
getting
all?
pregnant by Freddie Gibbs?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? First of all, it's Freddie Gibbs. Like, he's talented, but he's not.
I mean, he's got a bankroll. That's all that matters. They're not looking for relative rap talent. They're looking for a bankroll.
Sure.
So that's the first answer is bankroll. The second answer is I don't think that they know that it's going to turn out exactly like the last one when they're getting love bombed. I think that's the point of,
Love
pouring
bombing
it on thick. Yeah.
Sure. And it's really weird that he kind of has this really weird, slutty, light-skinned fetish. I don't know. The whole thing just kind of seems weird to me.
You trying to tell me that Freddie Gibbs is about to join the Illuminati? Is he testing out his light-skinned girlfriend that he gets when he joins? He doing test drives right now?
His and Kanye's lineup looks very similar.
You know what's crazy? And I'm gonna just throw this out there. I don't think that's him. I think he likes crazy women. I think we could ascertain that enough from his dating pool. I think that's her. I think a lot of what's happening and what people see, they be like, "Oh my God, why does he have her doing that?" I think that's her.
Oh, you think the Kanye's wife?
Yes.
Yeah,
the way she dresses, the way she acts, where she just be out in the middle of nowhere. She was S&S his D on a gondola in Italy a few months ago.
Right?
I think
right?
She's
probably crazy.
I don't
She probably just does shit like that.
Her do that.
Yeah.
I think it's much more comfortable for everybody to be like, oh, he's making her do this shit and she's a slave of some sort. I just, people are weird, bro. People just do.
You think
stuff.
Bianca just give it up like that?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about her, so I would have to assume that, yeah, it probably is just her. That's probably just how she get down.
I mean, but like, who else would mess with Kanye that well?
A crazy bitch.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, who else? It makes perfect sense to me.
With all the things that Kanye talks about in his music, this seems right up his alley. Yeah. Maybe they'll go for the long haul. Maybe they'll be together for quite some time. Did you see
the chick he was with before her? The chick from Uncut Gems?
Yeah.
Right, girl?
Yeah, she was fucking nuts. Now, she was white, though, so she couldn't stay with him for too long. But
what is his girlfriend now?
Well, she's probably white, but she's dirty white. She's a little different.
Oh, man, that's bad.
All right. On to a story that I really did not need to know. And when I tell you this story, you're probably going to be like, yeah, I didn't need to know that either. Along with the chat. I heard some disturbing news about preferences of a certain actress by the name of Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi has been in a few marriages, and in her old age, it seems that she is not here for the marriage shit anymore, which is normal. But apparently, Whoopi's not done in the love game. No, she just prefers it differently.
Yeah.
She prefers hit and run type relationships. Fam,
Oh.
who the fuck is giving Whoopi one night stands?
First of all, I don't know why we have to keep centering this back in the perspective department.
Okay.
Bank roll. Okay.
Okay.
If she's 50, 60 years old, right? Somewhere in there, 50s or 60s.
60s probably.
And we just had a whole rundown of how a 37-year-old has his own private Tinder service to procure his booty.
True.
You think he's the only one? You think he invented that? You think he started that?
No, he definitely did not invent that. For
in
sure
Hollywood?
Not. No.
Yeah, absolutely not. Fuck no.
R. Kelly was out here doing that before him.
Bam. So I'm saying these celebrities have shit like that. She got her own Twitter service. She got her own gaggle of
At
people.
68.
I need
68, by the way.
Under 25. I need a roughneck, bearded. I need him. He got to have 5 kids, 2 baby mamas. He got to have a job where he make less than $40K a year, and he got to drive either a Honda Civic or a Toyota Camry. Go start collecting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's her one night stand special.
Chat. Whoopi is worth $60 million, according to Google. Is it worth it? One night stand for
you not going
Whoopi as a sugar mama.
So for a tenner, for 10 bands, you not spending the night with Whoopi Goldberg?
I'm asking chat.
And you're in the financial situation that I just gave you, that just ran down. You're not going. I'm asking. Whoopi Goldberg manager just knocked on your door and said, "Come get it."
I'm not in this.
You're not taking the 10 racks.
I'm asking chat.
Okay.
I'm not in this.
William Moloch said, I'm rolling up to the view right now, my bag right now.
10 bands is
I don't even know what we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about. And I'm guessing
68.
I'm just guessing, since the pool for women to choose from, for male sex workers is probably a lot shorter, that she probably has to pay a lot more. So yeah, 10 bands. 10 bands.
I don't know though. Whoopi don't like us. Whoopi likes wasn't she married to Ted Danson?
I don't know.
Yeah, she likes white guys. She don't want us. So she's likely to give y'all 5 bands, not 10. Does that change anything?
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Whoopi
is cashing out to get that ass out. You know what I'm saying?
All right, chat. I'll fuck with it. Y'all got to get your bag. I hear you.
I'd have to work out a contract with how much I'm getting.
Now, how much you talking about, big dog?
Damn, if Whoopi Goldberg is a hard pull for y'all, I'd hate for like some of the like really, really worse off celebrities. Like, what would y'all have to do if Leslie Jones was trying to pay y'all or some shit?
Johnny said I need 10K a stroke. That's insane.
Yo.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, that's nuts.
All right.
100K for the night with Whoopi Goldberg is nuts.
100K? I wouldn't even have to think about that. I'd do 100K.
Yeah, but why would she pay you 100K?
Because I'm me.
You know what I'm saying? Now we're just getting ridiculous.
Because I'm me. What the fuck?
Oh.
What you trying to say?
Sorry. My bad.
All right. I'm giving my last L before a toss-up to Bumble, the dating app. Bumble's founder claims that the future of dating is having your AI date other people's AI to recommend your best matches. Dog, what are we doing? Why?
My AI, so what, my algorithm, basically?
Yeah. So, somebody who is you, but it's AI, is responding to another AI that's another person that's not them. It probably learns how you are, and then look, unless my AI got mad Riz, I don't need my AI out here doing that shit.
They will do anything in the world except for go to a bar, tap a girl on the shoulder, tell her your name, and start a random conversation.
Baby girl, what's
They
your
will
name?
do.
Let me talk to you.
They will talk to these niggas on these red pill sites while they're still like showing videos of them arguing with the women that they're supposed to be teaching you how to get, kicking them off their podcast. Y'all will buy pills. Y'all will change your wardrobe. You'll pay $40,000 to implant knee implants so that you can get taller. You will get cosmetic surgery. You'll rent a
On your
V12
nose.
so you can get speed abs. You'll get on Ozempic so that you can lose weight. You know what I'm saying?
You'll send
Y'all will
chubs
do
out there to find girls.
everything. A Toronto personal Tinder. You will do everything on this planet except for walk into a bar, see a girl you think is attractive, not stare at her for 30 minutes, walk up to her, tell her your name, and start a conversation. Swear to
Well,
God, y'all can save yourself a lot of time and energy.
to be fair, for a certain Canadian, that is not very likely to happen because his choice of women is not allowed in bars. So that's not a
Way
thing.
too high value for these hoes outside is insane, Morte. It's insane. But that's the thing, though. That's what they would try to put off to you, right? But then they get off camera and they buy sugar babies. So, like, what are we even talking about? What are we talking about? So you're gonna argue with these women face to face, kick them off your podcast, then turn around and try to purchase them online.
And then make her take a plan B after I'm done, son.
No, that was fake. Apparently, I guess that was a hoax. The Chinese girl. Yeah, that was a hoax.
God.
But completely believable because again, they're buying vagina. They're buying sex. So like,
yes,
it was completely plausible.
Sure.
And it'll happen again because they're still buying sex.
Sure. Yep. Absolutely. My last topic is a toss-up. So it's another topic that's been going around on the Twitterverse quite a bit, just like all these Kendrick and Drake conspiracy theories. It's this guy who is getting his hair braided by multiple girls in his classroom, seemingly innocent enough, but everybody is up in arms about it potentially being very creepy and weird. And they want that nigga fired. And supposedly he did get fired, from what I've heard. Thoughts as a parent?
I thought it was warranted. I didn't like the video. In the first place, the video of him letting the little girls braid his hair. First of all, for obvious reasons, right? Like I definitely don't want my teenage age daughter playing through your hair. Like sure. I don't want her touching you. Like if it's not required, like if you're not physically aiding her in some way, I don't think there's a reason for you to be touching my child or for my child to be touching you. You know, again, in the briefest moment, a high five, a hug, a handshake, something like that. Okay. I don't think there's any reason for a child to be touching you for a prolonged amount of time. That's just my thought, right? Another thing that kind of came up here that nobody, or at least a lot of people didn't really have at the forefront of their mind. He's obviously a content creator, right? And he's doing it in school. So I don't know what the school's policy is about him creating content with the children.
Sure.
What I do know 100% is that he's not allowed to endanger these children with his content.
Agreed.
And you putting their faces on the internet, not blurred. You got your school name on your shirt. So now I know the girls' faces and I know where
they go to school.
Fam, what are you even talking about? What are you talking about? And then for you not to like apologize for none of that, and you doubling down, crying, reading your students' notes to you. Fam,
that came off a little more weird.
The notes, they're addressing you as bestie. You pulling them up on your phone.
You're
These
the
children
teacher.
Have your personal phone number and they're addressing you outside of your title. There's so much about this that's inappropriate.
Yeah, definitely got weirder.
This is not me like saying that he was into the girls, he was trying to do something weird with them. This is him making several mistakes and then compounding those mistakes with more bad decisions.
So not having boundaries with other people's kids, obviously. And then as a teacher, not having their safety in mind. when it comes
exactly
to
having your
creating.
feelings at the forefront as opposed to their safety. Oh, well, I'm gonna show y'all I'm doing right, and they gonna be in the video while I'm telling you that I'm doing right, not even thinking about what you're doing to endanger them children.
Yeah.
What if one of them girls like you, bro? What if one of them girls like you? You may not be looking at them any kind of way. What if one of them girls like you? And now you got them up there playing in your hair in the middle of class anyway. First of all, ain't you supposed to be teaching something? Why are they doing this right now anyway? If they got time to do this, there's something you could be teaching them right now. There's something y'all could be doing to be more productive than playing in this man's hair.
Sure.
Let's start there. Why the fuck are they doing this in class?
Now, I've seen some people try to make the argument that, oh, it's near the end of the school year. Y'all know nothing gets taught at the end of the school year anyway.
Okay.
That's
we having these conversations at the same time that we talking about illiteracy rates and failing standardized tests and all this other stuff about failing education systems. But then we supposed to be light on the man using school time to take care of his hair because ain't nothing being taught at the end of the year. No, I don't give a fuck if it's January or June. Why is my daughter touching you? And why are you posting it on the internet?
Good question. Great question. Did you have anything for college football in your, like, the actual video game, EA Sports College Football?
No.
I know you like the cover.
I did like the cover. Shout out to Dono right there, dead smack in the center. Even
though he didn't deserve the cover.
Why didn't he deserve the cover?
Because Will Johnson, if anybody, deserved the cover over him.
Yes, and I heard that take too, but it's like, I think you're being a little bit facetious because defensive players don't star on the front of video games. Like, it's just not a thing. When's the last time you saw a defensive player on the cover of Madden? It had to be
Ray Lewis
way back, or Ray Lewis back in 2002. And before that, it was Warren Sapp in 2000. So over 20 years ago, it's been since a defensive player headlined a sports game.
Exactly 20 years.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Because he's if anybody is a 99 on your team.
Hey, listen, man. I know Donovan had a step back year last year. In 2021, the man had 40 yards shy of 1,000 yards as a backup.
Okay.
I venture to guess that him and Travion Henderson's stats for career are pretty similar. And seeing as how Travion Henderson wasn't on the cover at all, and they took another back from his team and put him on the cover, I guess that kind of makes my point.
One of them was injured though during the year. The other one was healthy, and the other one was healthy and still got Donovan.
Who? So Donovan wasn't injured last season?
Not as long as Trey.
He came into the season off of ACL surgery, or not ACL surgery, off of meniscus surgery. He came into the season.
But how many games did he miss?
From meniscus surgery. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm conflating running backs. That was Blake Corum. He had the hand. Donovan had the hand. He had a broken hand.
How many games did he miss? I don't know.
He missed games in the middle of the season. He missed like 3 games.
3 games? Okay. Trey missed a lot more than that.
What does that matter? I'm saying Donovan is better than Trey.
I would argue not.
Games missed for?
Because he's played more games.
The point I was making wasn't about Donovan and Trey. The point was that they took another back off of Trey's team to put him on the cover.
Sure. I wouldn't have put him.
They did that kind of proves my point about Donovan.
I wouldn't have put Quinshawn up there. If I'm going to put anybody who transferred to Ohio State, I'm putting Caleb Downs.
Okay.
I'll take
players that haven't done nothing for my team yet. But that
sure. But I'm just saying, if it had to be a transfer,
why are we talking about players that don't deserve to be on the cover?
I would have said Emeka Egbuka. Get up there.
Makes perfect sense. But why not JT? Why not Jack Sawyer?
These are perfectly good points.
Yeah, no. I think they snuck y'all off there in the corner off to the right. So just where y'all need to be.
Well, there will be a cover with him on there. Quinshawn, front and center. That's mine. I'm gonna buy that one. Yo, Soulja Boy is a whole ass biatch.
Yeah, I just seen some footage of Soulja Boy talking to 21.
Boy,
talking about, I said I wasn't from Atlanta. I know what you and 21 be doing. Da, 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 da.
Soulja Boy wished Metro Boomin a happy Mother's Day. Like, to be an asshole because his mom died.
Damn, for real. That's what started all this?
Yeah. Well, I think Metro said something slight like he was talking about some producer and he said, you out here doing studio visits with Soulja Boy and I'm out here doing major hits with such and such or something like that. And so Soulja Boy then said, happy Mother's Day, Metro Boomin.
Yeah, that's some whole ass shit. That's some whole ass shit.
Very whole ass shit.
I think there's a degree of everybody sees what's going on, the energy that's around Kendrick and Drake. I mean, sure. He has 3 songs on the top 10 right now. He's got 3. It's unheard of for a rapper. They want that. The Game wants it. Soulja Boy wants it. Shaq wants it. James Jones wants it.
Crazy.
Yo, like, fam.
James Jones going at Austin Rivers was nuts.
I know a marketing replication when I see one, fam. Like, y'all don't actually have beef. NFL players and NBA players are not actually beefing over who can play in each other's leagues. That's not a real thing. I promise y'all, it's not a real thing. It's not really
real
happening.
Beef.
Now
it's going down.
Soulja Boy may actually be talking shit to 21 to try to drum up some shit. I don't think that's where he wants to go. I think most of the people he shoots after won't compete with him. I think 21 will. And I think that's a losing effort for Soulja because as much as he has his history to lean on, and he's almost always right when he's referencing his history is just that, it's history. You don't have no music, boy. We just watched you 2 years ago have to play Make It Clap 5 times to make it through a verses. You don't have the discography.
And then I forgot about that song after that.
You don't have the artillery, man. Don't do that. Okay. Keep it on the internet. Keep it on the internet.
Big fact.
In terms of the rest of these guys, man, like James Jones and Austin Rivers going at it, that was the weirdest thing to me. Like, yo, why are you going after Austin Rivers? Like, talk about low-hanging fruit. And then even at that, you got to make really like skewed arguments to make yourself seem bigger. Like, yeah, you never made an all-star game and you played for 7 teams. Well, fam,
he
sound like
made it to the NBA.
He made it to the NBA. So I know he's better than like 90% of the world at basketball. He was a lottery pick, so I know he's better than like 90% of college players his age. What else? Not making an all-star game doesn't mean that you're not a good hooper, fam. Lamar Odom never made an all-star game that I saw. He was pretty damn.
You still can't beat him, James Jones.
And then at that, I feel like Austin Rivers made more in 1 year than James Jones made in like his career. So like. Yeah, you a Hall of Famer. You caught a bunch of passes and stuff, and you looked real great out there catching passes from the welfare stealer out there. But buddy, you ain't make no cash. Like
you got nothing to show
job
for it.
Right now. We have the same job right now, and I have more money than you. How did that happen? We got the same exact job right now. We both making market value, right? Like, I don't think Austin Rivers is getting paid all that much more than James Jones is at FS1, but he definitely got more money than you that he made on his own, not from his dad. So how the fuck did that happen, James? If you were so damn great with your Hall of Fame career, why are you so broke?
Yikes.
It's a crazy shot to send. It's just a crazy shot to send, and I think it was to kind of garner some attention.
Not as crazy as Diddy's son out here telling the feds,
"Don't do that.
Hey,
don't do that.
You got the wrong house.
Don't do that.
You won't check our other house.
Please stop. Stop. Take away my dubs. Are you done with your list?
Yeah, I've been done. I've just been commenting off of chat.
All right, so I only got 1 dub, so I'll save that one for last. My first L I got is going out to Jeff Teague. I feel like every time I hear Jeff Teague talk about basketball, I want him not to play in the NBA anymore. He just gives really bad opinions. Really like horseshit, dog shit opinions. So most recently, he was talking to Lou Will and admitted that he didn't give a shit about winning his most recent ring with the Milwaukee Bucks. That I guess since he couldn't go sit in front of strippers or go to Las Vegas, he decided to drive home
and play video
Indianapolis
games.
and play video games. Okay. What else can you say about a guy? What else can you say about a guy who lacks competitive spirit? I don't know a single person who can go through a 82 game season, another 16, 17 games in the playoffs, and then celebrate that by driving home to play video games. Not because that's what you do to celebrate, but because I can't go fuck around. I can't go can't go to Vegas. No clubs are open.
Hang out with strippers and do coke.
Fam, we seen Michael Jordan crying over his trophy in the locker room. Kobe holding his trophy in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson did the same thing. Tell me you are not a great player without telling me you're not a great player. Tell me that you are fortunate to have the career that you have and that you ultimately don't appreciate what you have as an NBA player. Fam, you play a fucking game for millions of dollars. That's it. You play a game and stay in shape for millions. Okay? If you win a championship, maybe kick it with your team. Maybe since Giannis said he about to go kick it with his family, I don't know.
Kick it with your
family.
Do
what the rest of the fucking team is going to do and go kick it with Giannis and his family. Since this man just got you a ring and he got you paid. But you don't even have to do it for Giannis. It's yourself. What the fuck did you just work the last 9 months for? So you go
He just happened to stumble on a finals team. He didn't really give a shit about winning the finals. He's like, look, my life is going to be the same regardless. Whether I win a championship or not. That's not one of my goals. I'm here for the strippers and coke.
He's spoken on a ring before that it doesn't really count because he didn't earn it. Fam, you're on. Again, tell me you don't understand the team concept without being like, God damn, you are an NBA player. If anybody should be telling you the value of being on a team and winning a ring that way, it's you. This sounds like a kid in like high school that didn't get to play, so like he don't want to go to the ring ceremony or some shit like that. Like, yo, what is this? What is this? Guys retire and don't have a chance to win that ring. Even the tag along ring, the ring where you're not really a part of the team for real, and you just there for practice purposes. Guys go their whole entire career without even having that opportunity. So yeah, that's Jeff Teague. Let's get on to this King Combs thing. I know y'all wanted to talk about that. So yeah, King Combs put out a diss track to 50 Cent and everybody else who was talking about him daddy. Yeah.
Talking about him daddy is crazy.
I dare you to say no Diddy. No Diddy.
I'll slap the shit out of you if you say no Diddy. I'll slap anybody that says no Diddy.
Who's scared of this bad boy Nepo baby? Who's scared of you, fam? Who's scared of you? You know what you just made sure? You made sure that every time you step out of your house from now, if somebody in the public see you, they gonna scream that shit. That's what you did. That's what you did.
Oh, facts.
You're not like that, fam. You are not. Like, imagine seeing somebody be called out for their fake bravado and bullshit to the degree that is happening to Drake. You talked about this earlier. People not learning from their mistakes.
Yes.
People not learning from other people's mistakes. So imagine seeing the Canadian six god himself being sprawled out in front of America.
69 God.
69 God. Sorry, yeah, 6'9" God. And you choose to take the route that he is taking, a fake tough guy. Yeah, 50. Many men hate on me. And y'all had the house, but it was the house across the street. That's the one we really had the fucking sex tapes in. Okay. Which we coming to get that one too. Subpoena.
Playing tough guy with the feds is insane.
That boy Clive Davis on the phone right now with the DA. Okay, yeah, he said it's the house across the street. You make sure you get my tapes first. All right, yeah. What a dummy. What a dummy. So wait, hold on. Refresh my memory as well. Ain't he the one that got the charges?
I believe
Ain't he
so.
the one that got the sex charges?
Was it Justin?
Oh.
Or maybe both of them. I feel like I remember both of them having cuffs.
They got your man on them sex charges. You the man you be with. You be with him.
I heard you grew up with him.
Listen, had a bar about they probably mad because they think we fucked his bitch, talking about him and his dad tag teaming women. Yo, fam, you gotta be the most delirious motherfucker on the planet to have open sex charges for you and your daddy, and you rapping about fucking women together, as if it wasn't already suspected after Lori Harvey.
You and your dad running a 2-man is crazy. It's already insane. Let alone your dad is Diddy.
You tag teaming with your dad,
and your dad is Diddy. On top of that,
the Combs tag team champions.
So many clout chasers popping up after the K-Dot versus Drake beef. Absolutely. Game, Combs, etc. I don't even click on them. Yeah, I still haven't listened to that Game diss. You know he's just rolling out an album.
The point? Like Ross said, like this nigga's starving. He is hungry for attention, boy. Like, first of all, so you're the only. First of all, it sounds like you're the only nigga in the U.S. who's choosing Drake over Compton. How am I in Ohio and I understand that that's a bad move? You, the West Coaster, you're choosing Drake over, and not just choosing him. You chose him after Not Like Us. So after K-Dot stamped this nigga as a pedo. As a Geppetto, that's when you throw up your support.
Yeah, that's still my nigga. Drizzy Drake, that's still my nigga.
All the 16-year-olds he want. Oh,
that's crazy.
I put MJB. I put MJB, and you know what? It's crazy because this conversation re-jogged my memory.
That's
MJB
crazy.
for Mary J. Blige. This year, at least for us, this has been the year of exposure. Oh, it's been the year of exposure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back in, oh man, I don't even remember when it was. We was talking about the weird ass Diddy parties and his weird relationship with Usher, his weird relationship with Justin Bieber.
And
behold, look what we got, right? We also had brought up, hey man, Drake seems to have all these weird relationships with these young girls. Like, what's going on? Like, why what's happening? Why are they doing this?
Yeah, and Baca got a weird case. Why is he around?
And we seen what happened.
Sure.
I think it's time we add another one to that list.
MJB.
He has always been kind of like subliminally messaged and put out there. You hear people saying, oh, well, it's not just men doing this thing in the industry, it's women too. So do you remember the name Danny Boy?
Sounds familiar.
Remember the name Danny Boy?
Sounds very familiar.
He would have been an artist back in the early 90s.
Okay.
He would have been about 15, 16 years old at the time that the story was told.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I left for a little while.
This is him? This is Denny?
Yep, this is Danny Boy.
She'll call me back up to the room. He said, come back upstairs, man. Old girl want to see you. Fuck is old girl? I'm thinking one of the other girls that was at the table. And I get up there to the room. Suge's in his room.
Damn, not Suge.
Yeah, no, we all already know Suge was a monster though.
Sure.
And you can kind of see like her nice body, and she got this sheet wrapped around her. And Mary's sitting on the couch. So I know the girl that he in bed with don't want me. So I went in, he closed the door and shit, and I sit down and I start talking to Mary. And the inside, I'm about to lose it because I'm actually sitting here talking to Mary. She's sitting on the couch and shit, and we ordered some food and some more drinks. And somebody knocked on the door. She ran and kind of damn near jumped behind the couch hiding. But I'm looking like, what's her problem is? And she make sure that's not K. K. You know, and I'm like, oh, man, I don't care. You
Her
know,
husband?
I don't care who he is. He better not, you ain't got to be running and jumping and did it. But she was actually talking about KC. She was thinking that KC, she had like this postpartum type, you know, the shit that people in the army probably go through when they hear bangs. Like when it came to KC at that time.
Right.
You know, and
Yikes.
she's sitting on the couch and shit. I'm like, you know, you ain't got to worry about him. You know, you straight.
Casey would have beat your little 16-year-old ass.
I'm like, wait, what?
And she laying on the couch. And I'm sitting on the other end. And she laid down on the couch and put her head in my lap. I'm like, damn. He can't be talking about Mary was talking about she wanted me to come back up here. Now she on my lap. And I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, what is this going to end up to? And she stayed a couple more hours. And we decided to go in the other room because it was a suite. We went in another room and lay down. And she lay down with me and she kind of like backed up against me. And every time she backed up against me, I would move away and shit. You know?
All right.
And,
oh, no, nigga, it's not over.
from that time,
I get it.
Go out to
No,
New York
keep
and
listening.
visit her a couple more times. Well, you know, that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was pot girl. Because at that time, she was my girl.
He was like, that's my girl.
At that time,
My
I'm
girlfriend.
15, 16 years old, and she flying me in to see her. And you know what it is when a girl back up on you, you young and shit, and I'm trying to show her that she ain't phasing me. I'm hard as goddamn. She's backing up against me. This Mary J. Blige. And quite naturally, I mean, you know, I don't even know if you're supposed to say you had sex with people on camera. Anyway, whatever. I'm not quite sure, but
Relations.
yeah, we had relations. That's a good way.
All right, got it.
That's a good way to put it out. And I said it in the
All right,
book, and I
that's
was,
enough.
you know.
Well, because I was like, all right,
because it
so
was my
she
Instagram.
did the move, and then
I just wanted him to
kept
get
saying,
to the part where he actually confirmed that they had sex.
That's what I'm saying. Like he said, oh yeah, she did the move. Which, by the way, why is that always the move? But anyway, he said she did the move, and then he kept backing up. So I'm like, creepy as hell. But like,
listen, y'all,
the confirmation is crazy.
Who the fuck they are? I don't care how much we love them, how much we love their music or their movies or who the fuck ever. I don't know how many of y'all got children in here, but that shit wouldn't mean anything to me whatsoever, not in this least bit, if it were my child that was involved in this. If my 15-year-old son came home and told me he went and he performed at a place and one of the producers called him up in there and Sexy Red was in there, and Sexy Red had her head on his lap and then put him in a room and did something with him, I'm going at Sexy Red's head top. The same way I would go after any grown-ass man who's in a room in that type of situation with my daughter. Get all of these freaky ass niggas out of here. All of them. Every single last one. Mary J, Drake, Tiffany Haddish. Get them all the fuck out of here. Get them the fuck through. This is weirdo pedo type shit. And the reason why it continues to perpetuate, the reason why your loved ones or people that you see come up that you root for gotta bend over and take it up the stasher to become popular is because of people like Mary J. Blige. Because if Danny Boy would have fucked around and told her no or got up off of him, that'd have been the end of Danny Boy. Would have never heard his name. I would never know who Danny Boy was. Get all of these freaky ass 69 guys the fuck up out of here. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Kendrick, for pulling back the veil and letting us know.
Facts.
So from now on, when I see y'all, I can address all of y'all properly.
So does that mean that you're just not even going to address Monet in Power Season 4?
Fam, I mean, we're pretty much checked out on that show, anyways.
I still haven't seen Raising Kanan yet.
That came out how they're going to try and rehabilitate her, and I hate it. I hate it already. So
rehabilitate. I didn't see the trailer. I forgot to watch it. I forgot.
Oh, it's very.
No, I saw it pop up, but I forgot to watch it.
Anybody see Vivek Ramaswamy's interview with Ann Coulter? Man, talk about paying for your proximity to whiteness.
Yes, for sure.
Vivek Ramaswamy ran. He was running. He was a Republican candidate for president. So he dropped out and started licking Trump taint. He had
like they all did.
Had an interview with Ann Coulter. Ann Coulter, known white nationalist, white supremacist.
Dated JJ from Good Times.
What? That's not a real thing.
It's definitely a real thing.
She dated JJ Walker. Fam, I don't believe you. Anyways, Ann Coulter is
Do
the
I have
female
to pull
David
it up?
Duke.
Yes, she is.
Like in high school before she became the female David Duke, or like
no,
as
like
a grown
there's
person?
pictures of her on a red carpet
God
with
damn it.
JJ. All right, hold on.
Well, while that's populating, I'll continue on with the story. So, in the beginning of the interview, Ann Coulter kind of pops in. She thanks Vivek for, giving her a nice warm welcome. And she makes a joke. She says, you're very articulate. I can say that to you because you're not an American black. You can't say that to them because it's offensive. Right? Kind of sticking with well, honestly, most of the time I've ever heard a white person say that about a black person, it was extremely offensive. It was giving off the idea that a black person normally was not articulate, was not well-spoken, right? That it was a surprise that you were able to speak clearly, to speak proper English. And so that's where the offense comes from. Again, you don't typically call Indian people or Chinese people or, Jewish people or whoever articulate when you're impressed by their speech. You usually do that when you're impressed by a black person's speech, right? Because you don't expect that to come out of their mouth. So that was a nice little jab to Black America that they enjoy together. And then literally seconds later, she tells this man how much she loves him, but would never vote for him because he's an Indian and he's too brown.
Insane.
Now we just fist bumped over our mutual racism over black people.
Yes.
But now you smacking my shit out the way, telling me I'm too dark. God damn it, JJ. God damn it.
Whoo! They both horse faced like a motherfucker.
Why the fuck was this even happening?
I don't know. Ann Coulter again denies romance with JJ Walker.
Yeah, keep
They had to do it twice. They had to
denying.
do it multiple times. That's funny. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yuck. So yeah, that was Vivek Swami's reminder that he's not white and never will be.
Facts.
Okay, moving on. The Hard Part 6. Drake's latest diss release.
Bow Out?
Kendrick Lamar. Sounded like a bow out to me, or at least sounded like he was trying to bow out. The track has more dislikes than likes. Has over 1 million dislikes on YouTube.
Insane.
Over 1 million dislikes, y'all. Now, when that happened to the Marbles, we knew exactly what the fuck that meant.
Yep.
Okay. When that happened to who else got review bombed? Dungeons and Dragons. That was another trailer that got destroyed. I want to say Little Mermaid got kind of the similar response.
Yeah.
I.e., we knew what the fan reception was when those trailers dropped, and that related to what was going to be produced.
Same thing here.
If this is even possible to happen to Drake, like if it's even a thing where this could be possible for him to have 1 million dislikes on a project for him, is he that big? Was he ever that big? Or was it the machines behind him? Within 1 week, Kendrick Lamar has eclipsed him 3 times with 3 different tracks. He is the most laughed at man on the internet by far on multiple continents, from Europe to his own hometown in Canada. In Toronto.
Africa, I've seen.
Africa.
Multiple
Mexico,
cities here.
El Drake. BBS. El Drake. BBS. He's internationally clowned at this point.
Sure.
Within a week. Was
the tides
he
turn,
ever really
darkness.
that big? You give me your thoughts on that. Let me let Rocky out of this room real fast.
That's crazy. Yeah, I do think it's insane that it's only taken a week. I do think that there are some different things at play that might be impacting this, but ultimately, I think the public sentiment is that BBL Drizzy is absolutely hilarious. But then also, I just think that some people just don't fuck with the vibe anymore with Drake. Some people were looking for an excuse. If you let Marte tell it, I have a crazy bias. I don't know if Marte's still in the chat. But for other people, they just don't fuck with the vibe anymore. And I guess it's to the tune of 1 million people. You're muted. You're muted. Let me unmute you because you're muted.
I think people knew exactly what all of this was. I think people shared a lot of our sentiments and just was either afraid to say it or thought that they weren't going to be in the popular group by saying it. And now that it's popular to clown Drake, people are telling the truth.
Yes.
People are telling the truth. Celebrities and everybody alike. LeBron is in the Not Like Us video. He's going to be in the Not Like Us
behind daylight.
Drake's best friend. I didn't want to disappoint you in the Pusha T beef, ass nigga. He's in the Not Like Us video. And I have a sneaky suspicion that ain't the only one. I don't think that's the only one that's gonna hurt. I don't think so.
Sure.
I don't think. I think it's gonna be quite a few celebrities that want to be on the non-pedo side of this thing. I'd much rather be on the side of somebody who got accused of not having their wife in the same city as them, or maybe got cheated on and had an illegitimate child, than a fucking pedo. Moving on to writer Robin Lee. Robin Lee had a very successful novel. This successful novel got turned into a movie. A movie that had its lead actress earn over $7 million.
Okay.
Now, that all sounds very successful, right? Sounds like a good day, especially when you talk about the fact that the writer, Miss Robin Lee, is a Black woman.
There you go.
All sounds very positive.
Sure.
Except for when you find out that the characters in Robin Lee's novel were originally Black. And it wasn't until she changed the characters to white characters that the movie got picked up. And when the movie got picked up, guess who they cast as the lead? Anne Hathaway. And so that $7 million salary got to go to Anne. So not only did you fuck over all of us who wanted to see more Black love on screen, but you fucked over the next Black actress who could have had a leading role in Hollywood. See how you get yourself paid and fuck everybody else over?
What is this movie?
I'm looking for the name of it here. Hold on.
That's fucked up.
The Idea of You.
That's fucked up. Anne Hathaway, you telling me you couldn't find any Black actress to make this movie worthwhile?
No, fam. Well before we get to Anne Hathaway, we have to talk to Robin Lee about her conforming to white Hollywood's needs and wants to get a paycheck.
Okay, so she wrote the book, and the book had Black people in it.
Yes.
But then she rewrote
to try to get it picked up to make a movie. And then she
rewrote the screenplay as white people.
Yes, there you go. That's more accurate. I don't think she rewrote the whole book. Yes.
She rewrote the screenplay to fit for white people. Insane.
Yes.
That's insane. Robin Lee, you deserve the biggest L.
Big L.
That's fucking lame.
I would have rather it died on Vine and just read the book than to see a story that was meant for Black people be played by Anne Hathaway and her white counterpart.
Facts.
Anyways. Last L. Let's talk about it. Bronny James is expected to stay in the NBA draft.
NBA draft?
Yep, and he's not expected to go to another school.
So he's not coming to Ohio State.
The Swinton gonna be in the remake. It's nuts.
That is crazy. He's not going to Ohio State. He's not going to go to the Cavs because the Cavs are a playoff team. So you know what? Actually, no.
The Lakers and the Cavs are both playoff teams.
Damn.
So either LeBron leaves and he gets drafted there, or he just goes to another team off top. and is probably out of the league in the next 3 years. Either
Actually,
way, he's
he's-
out of the league in the next 3 years.
He's probably likely to go to a playoff team in the second round.
See,
Later second round.
I do expect the team to take him. I see to take him because LeBron is posturing too hard that whoever gets Bronny is going to get him.
I
That's
would
where
take
he's posturing
Bron back.
all season.
I would take Bron back, especially since Donovan Mitchell is seeming like he
At
can't
Cleveland?
do it all by himself.
Oh,
I would take Bron back.
buddy. Well, first of all, you're giving.
I
us
don't want Bronny.
You're giving us Mitchell if we give you LeBron. For sure.
Absolutely not.
Matter of fact, I want Mitchell and Mobley. That's who I want.
No, we
You
are
can have
keeping
AD.
Mitchell.
You can have Bron, Bronny, and AD. Just give us Mitchell and Mobley.
Absolutely not. I'm keeping Mitchell.
That's a deal.
We're keeping Mitchell and we're keeping Bron.
You don't get to have.
You get to have Bronny.
Bronny, Garland, and Anthony Davis. We'll take back Mobley and Donovan Mitchell.
Or
That's what?
you can do that the other way around, since you want AD and Garland and all of them. That could be your team.
William Olak, that's who he probably should have been planning to play with. But again, everything with
Facts.
LeBron is narrative based, right? And
Facts.
LeBron James Jr. was the first one up. So he's the one that has to get into the league off of nepotism, not his son.
I'd love to see Bryce and Bron play.
That is the most ironic thing about all this is why we up here having conversations about who's better, NBA, NFL, who could play in the NFL, who could play in the NBA. How did you get into the league? Did you get your accomplishments because of nepotism? This is 1,000% a nepotism take. If anybody even drafts Bronny this year, it's 1,000% of nepotism take. There's no scenario where Bronny is one of the top 60 picks in the NBA draft.
Agreed.
He wasn't one of the top 60 players in college basketball last year. How does that even make sense? He wasn't the best 5 players on his own team. How does that make sense?
This is definitely a play, a nepotism play for sure.
Yeah, man, this is terrible. This
Nothing
is terrible. And it's not going to do him any good. Getting him there is not going to help him stay there. He's not good enough to play NBA basketball.
Without Bron being in the league with him.
You're gonna have to let this shit go, man. You're gonna have to let this shit go.
Well, maybe he can cash in on a marijuana endorsement.
Well, no, he doesn't need to cash in on anything. He's good regardless. He's not ever going to be broke. He's never going to be in the McDonald's line. But playing,
I
with
want
his
some
future,
Bronny pre-rolls.
playing with his future like that just because you know that he's never going to actually fail is really selfish. You're not giving him the best possible chance because you know even if he fails, he got him. You got him. Well, you're not doing him no favors. You're not doing him no favors doing that.
You know what? He could end up working for an NBA team or interning for Rich Paul or some shit. But the league, playing for the league is not for
They're
him.
going to chew him up and spit him out. They're going to chew him up and spit him out.
Sure.
Fam, like, I think he has this in his mind, like, oh, well, Giannis got his brothers on the team, and, you know, Goran Dragic got his brother to play on the team, and, you know, Lopez brothers played together, and, you know, it's been done before. I'm LeBron James. I can get my son in there. All of those guys were NBA players, with the exception of Giannis's brothers, right? That's the only one that still don't make sense to me. I don't know why they have jobs. It's not going to work for your son, man.
Sure.
They're 6'9". They're 6'9", so they can hide in place. Your son's 6'1". He's 6'1".
He's a short point guard.
And it's not like he's shooting the lights out the gym. It's not like he's a lockdown defender. He's an undersized guard with development issues. But please go play with your dad to complete the story, because that's what needs to happen right now.
I wanted to point out that Connoisseur's Triple Salute said Bronny pre-rolls is nasty work. And he's absolutely correct. Because if Bronny was going to get an endorsement, they would be Bronny Brownies.
All right. Pelicans to grab Bronny so they can take the Lakers picks and Bron.
Oh, man.
First of all, they already got all of our picks. The Pelicans already have all our picks.
Yes.
They got them all. They got all of the
do.
bitches. We ain't got no more picks to give the Pelicans. I don't think they can take no more of our first round picks. They got the maximum for
Facts.
Anthony Davis. Now, if they give us a few of them hoes back, you know what I'm saying? We'll send Anthony and LeBron there. If you haven't noticed, I am not really a fan of bringing LeBron back or drafting Bronny.
Sure.
I would like to be done with the James family altogether. I'd rather LeBron go back to Cleveland, get his swan song going, have a nice little retirement thing with there. You know what I'm saying? That's where you need to be at. LA's not for you. LA is not for you.
Sign for less to the Cavs, right? Oh no, he can't sign because
he's not signing for less. He's not signing for less.
I was going to say sign for less and do a farewell tour where you get all of your money recouped and win a championship ring with the Cavaliers.
Well, okay, sure. I will give you that. If he wins a championship ring in the short term, fine. I don't want to continuously be building our roster off of LeBron James.
Sure.
I don't want to continually shape our franchise around LeBron James. Any franchise that has done that when he was half a decade younger ended up in a terrible spot afterwards. Why would we be doing that with an almost 40-year-old?
That's why I need him to sign at much less than what he's actually worth.
All right. Last one.
I thought that was your last one.
I am down to my last one.
No, I thought that was your last one. That's cool.
That was my last L.
I just wanted to say on the championship podium, as LeBron receives his finals MVP with the Cavs, he then goes ahead and announces that Bronny Brownies are now for sale.
Okay.
Money just rolling in. Money just rolling in.
To the dubs. My one dub this
blurry?
week is going out to EbonyPrince2K24. I think that's his name.
That is his name. 2K24.
2K24. Yep. EbonyPrince2K24. Giving the dub out to that guy for putting some things in perspective for us. Remember how everything was fed to Kendrick and, you know, did we really believe that somebody stole all that stuff from Drake and, you know, the MMG gloves and the Ozempic prescription and all this other shit? Oh, you mean homeboy took all the evidence, recorded it, showed you that he's still in your city.
That was in New York?
Was it supposed to be New York? Okay, my bad. I thought it was. Oh, no, you're right. Because the hotel that he's recorded in is a New York hotel. You're right. Showed you that he's in New York where he stole the stuff from. Right? And not only shows you that, connects the dots on that eerie sound we were hearing in the beginning of 616 in LA. Weird sound. A ventilator. A ventilator, presumably from a writer who came to saw Drake in that hotel. Now, we don't really see what happened in the interaction between them two, but we do see that man in the lobby in still images and a video, and we do see Drake meet him there. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I know K-Dot don't just put random shit in no damn songs for no reason. Seems like he knows something about this interaction with this man, with this journalist, and Drake, that Drake probably doesn't want known. And maybe that's why we got all of those, this was a good exercise. Just hit me back up when you got some facts, because all my shit is facts. Except your shit got fed to you.
You know, I'm just now noticing, I didn't realize that Christian Alvarez was the reporter that they were talking about. I didn't put two and two together.
Christian Alvarez, is that the dude in the wheelchair's name?
Yeah. I didn't realize he was a reporter. I thought he was just like a fan or something that pulled up.
And apparently, whatever it is that happened in that interaction is not even the worst part of it all.
Apparently, whatever it is got two people killed.
Knew about it, and he brought it to. You said it got people killed.
There's somebody else who's lurking in the comments of Ebony Prince that alleges this is just a conspiracy theory. Is just alleged.
Somebody died off of it?
Well, that Drake might have been involved in some transactions, and somebody found out, and two employees died because of it.
No, he killing people.
There were people who died near, I think, the Mark Hotel, and I think they're trying to
figure out what the hell's going on outside of OVO. Because once the security guard got shot at the embassy, we start digging into that. The security company that's supposed to be protecting Drake is owned by Drake, and the only employee on there is Chubbs. What are we doing? What is going on here?
And he's got another business called Silence Policy LLC.
Yeah, we got shell companies. We got paraplegics in your hotel lobbies. We got journalists coming after you. What is going on at the embassy? What is happening?
And the Mark Hotel.
Call the UN. Shout out to Ebony Prince, man.
Ebony Prince does need to learn how to stick to the subject.
Dropping
sometimes.
some craziness with the ventilator and dogs barking. That is some dark shit. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the dog shit, but I'm assuming that whatever it is, that's what the reporter knew about Drake.
Well, there's the dog mask that he wore outside of the hotel. There's reports of like him making women drink out of dog bowls.
Yeah.
And
they also said that maybe that they might have Kendrick's side might have sent a video of whatever it is to act. Because you can hear him like watching, clicking and watching on a video, and it's like dogs barking or some shit like that.
Yeah, I've seen. I've heard that. I didn't see it.
He doesn't comment on it.
He just goes right back to whatever he was talking about.
Watches the video, the dogs is barking, and then just goes back.
I didn't see that, but I heard that too.
Hey man, first of all, it's 2024, and I would hate for that to be the thing that he dropped a body over, because fam, it ain't that serious.
No,
I don't think anybody really had that much invested in your masculinity anyways
at all.
It's not even that surprising to me, to be honest with you. I wouldn't treat you no differently. I still treat you like Drizzy Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy got over it.
He's definitely still a freaky ass nigga though.
Eddie Murphy got past that shit. Usher got past that shit. What's homeboy? The actor, the one actor, Malik Yoba.
Malik Yoba, yeah.
Ain't nobody talking about Malik Yoba no more.
He's also not getting roles.
You definitely do not. Well, you definitely do not have to body someone over this type of shit. You could just simply deny it, fam.
Chingy had rumors.
This is
Chingy's
not
also not.
that somebody has gotten caught up in this type of behavior, and I feel like we at a point now where it's not even. I feel like more people will be mad at the person who tried to out you over it than you would if you went into it and you was real about it. But now, you know, that's the bar though. You got to be real. And if there's anything that we've learned about Drake and all of this is that he is anything but real.
He is a freaky ass nigga. He is 69 God.
That's it for my list.
Hey, run for your life.
He a Transformer 2 arrested fan already.
Yeah.
Again, that wouldn't be an issue unless he did something that he wasn't supposed to with the Transformer. If he took the Transformer against his will, then you know that's a problem. That's our dubs and nails this week. Give us your dubs and nails in the comments, whether you're watching live or on replay. We love you both. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back next week for another dubs and nails segment.
Absolutely. Make sure you tune into our playlist full of W's and L's where we have previous weeks. So make sure you check in, see what you like from previous weeks, recap it all, and then come back Wednesday at 10 o'clock when we do the new W's and L's every week.